A student of Demongo Agriculture College and Allied Sciences. We are here this evening to look at how the agriculture sector can be improved. We all know that the Ghanaian economy is backed by the agriculture sector, and for Ghana as we are, Ghana cannot develop without the agriculture sector. So the agriculture sector has a lot of problems and challenges, and with these challenges have to be addressed so that the agriculture sector can be improved. So I'm going to interview a farmer and to find out how he thinks the agriculture sector can be improved.
My name is Yusuf and I am a farmer. As you can see, these are my yams and also my corns. And of course, I'm very delighted for the opportunity to be interviewed on this topic. In fact, as a Ghanaian farmer, there are quite a lot of challenges that I can mention, but I'm going to highlight some few and we'll talk about that one for now. And of course, as a local farmer, I believe that as you can see, this yam, you plant this in January, you have to wait all the way till September before you can get something from these yams. And of course, as a local farmer, sometimes it's disturbing. So my thought of mine is that probably if there could be researchers or officers that will be able to bring new breed of yam that will at least do a bit faster than the current ones that we have now. And number two, talking about maize, with this inadequate of funds to farmers. For instance, sometimes as a local farmer, you farm your farm, but you don't have money to buy the needed materials for the farm. Fertilizer is, of course, very high. Sometimes it's very difficult for you to afford those fertilizers. So it's a very challenge to most Ghanaians and most farmers in Ghana. So if possible, if government could subsidize fertilizers for farmers or form groups to supply fertilizers to, or they needed supplement for farming, probably after the end of the season they can come, probably they will share or whatever they will negotiate among the farmers to come to their aid. If not, the economic challenging is indeed a very effective factor that is affecting we farmers here. And also, one thing that I also like to mention is I'm also into rearing. Sometimes you start gradual with your fowls or hens or chickens. From one stage to the other, they begin to multiply in numbers. All of a sudden, a flood will come and conquer all. So you go and start from zero again. So it's really quite challenging to us farmers. So if there are possible ways through which medicines or however they are called can be introduced to kill this flood, that will prevent or protect farmers' husbandry or their poultry from some of these diseases, I think it will be very helpful to us Ghanaians or as farmers. And thank you very much. And also, one thing I also like to mention is with regards to farming, sometimes after going through all the troubles, probably at a particular season, let's use tomatoes for instance. I am a farmer A, farmer B, farmer C. Yeah, we've all farmed tomatoes. And now, once it is so popular in the market, it doesn't have value once again. So it's a very big challenge to us. Sometimes you send your tomatoes, nobody will even ask for the price. So if government could probably set up factories or processing machines that could turn these fresh tomatoes into cans or this in tin tomatoes that can be preserved for a very long time. Or probably after farming your maize, if the maize is so stuck in the market, so government should absorb those maize, buy them in the favors of the farmers and keep them in their in the stores. Once they are out of the market, government can release those foodstuff into the market once again. And of course, if government is able to bring these processing machines and other stuff into play, it will able to save farmers a lot from some of these things.